Greetings and salutations one and all. Welcome to the end of the night shift week. A night we do a thing we call Real Talk, also known as Marlon's favorite night shift show. I want to say big ups to all those locked in right now on the night shift to DJ Kevin Stew on TuneIn Radio. Those locked in on PEMGTV.com. Those on Reggae Global Radio. Those of you who have those Apple devices, you can go ahead and download the Reggae Global Radio app. Yep, it's available in the App Store. Google Play. Your app is coming. So all Android users like myself, we have to wait a little bit for that, but it's coming. Want to say big ups to those who are locked in on the home of the night shift to DJ Kevin Stew, kevinstew.com, where you're encouraged to have acceptance through enlightenment. Welcome. So glad to have you. I couldn't do it without you. You have my word. I wouldn't even try.
The room is on fire. Follow the leader, follow the leader.
Kicking it off tonight with the Soca Boys.
Follow the leader, follow the leader. Follow the leader.
Let's see if we can follow some instructions.
Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Everybody now, put one hand in the air, one hand in the air, and we go from left to right. Watch this. Left, right. Come on, left, right, left, right, left, right. Two more time.
Mark, you can't use MJ, you know.
Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
There'll be a case of mistaken identity if you use MJ.
Follow the leader,
There's an MJ here in South Florida who's a presenter.
follow the leader,
That will cause problems.
follow the leader. Come on now, jump for the left, jump for the right, jump for the left, jump for the right. Everybody, jump for the left, jump for the right, jump for the left, jump for the right. Now clap and wave. Come on, clap,
I want to say big ups to those in the RGR chats room.
clap and wave. Come on, clap and wave.
Hey man,
Everybody come. Follow the leader, follow the leader. Follow the
Pablo, big ups.
leader, follow the leader. Follow the leader.
Marlon, thank you for that handoff.
Follow the leader, follow.
Those of you who don't know,
Now repeat after me. You're
Marlon is a real music edutainer, yeah?
me, watch me.
And he hosts Real Rockers.
I love soca. Say I
Happens every Monday and Wednesday, 7 to 10 p.m.
love soca. I love soca. Say I love soca. I love soca. Now somebody, anybody, everybody scream. Follow the leader.
You might have to do MJ in the grill.
Follow the leader, follow the leader. Follow the leader, follow the leader.
I said she's a South Florida presenter.
Follow the leader. On four, we gonna jump and wave. On four, we gonna jump and wave. Let me go. One, get ready to jump. Two, get ready to
In fact, I suggest you go look her up. Her name is Melissa Jane.
four, jump and wave.
That's M-I-L-L-I-S-S-A.
Everybody
Melissa Jane.
jump and wave. Jump and wave. Jump and wave.
Look for her on social media.
Follow the leader, follow the leader.
It's my sister from another mister.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
Buenos dias, I almost said senora.
Follow the
Buenos dias, Sarah.
room is on fire. We don't need no water, let the burn.
It's the Soca Boys.
Hey, you, the room
Yeah, we're marching out.
is on fire. We don't need no water, let the burn. Come on. Follow the leader, follow the leader. Follow the leader.
But Don't be too surprised, Mark. See, I almost say 30. Don't be too surprised if you see MJ as an RGR presenter.
We're going to move to the left 4 times. In other words, you stay left until I say you come back to the right. And anytime you hear the word central means to jump and wave.
I want to say thank you to Pulse Media Group for sponsoring this segment of the broadcast.
1, get ready to move. 2, get ready to
Pulse Media Group
2.
provides innovative streaming and recording solutions. So you have an event that you want to stream live on a secure platform, go ahead and give them a call, 754-999-6020, or check them out at pulseemg.com. If you want to take that a step further and have your own internet broadcasting station, they can hook you up. When being in a moment is priceless, go ahead and give them a call. Tell them DJ Kevin Stew sent you.
Everybody jump away. Everybody jump, jump, jump. Let's sing. Follow the leader, leader, leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader, leader, leader. Follow the leader. Follow the
Lorraine, be nice.
leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader, leader, leader. Follow the
I'm trouble.
and freeze.
Listen, it's not everybody can follow the leader,
Leader, leader, leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader, leader, leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
But I encourage everybody to try
Now.
at some point in time.
The 4. We're going to move to the left 4 times. In other words, you stay left until I say you come back to the right. And anytime you hear the word central means to jump and wave. Are you ready? We're gonna move to the
You know, how many people can live their life following instructions?
It's a move. 1, 2,
Everything you do
3, move.
is by instruction.
Move it to the left. Stay left. Move it to the left. Move it to the left. To the right. Move it to the right.
644, you are the leader, so we need to follow you.
Move it to the right. To the left. Move it to the left. Move it to the left.
Mimi, you too.
To the left. Move it to the left. To the right. Move it to the right. Move it to
Hey, fancy fun.
Move it to the right. Move it to the right. Central, jump away. Everybody, jump away. Everybody, jump.
I want to say greetings to those who are locked in on Facebook Live.
Jump away. Everybody, jump away.
Remember, it's only temporary. Don't get too comfortable. Use the link,
Let's sing. Follow
kevinstew.com. Jump into the stew pot.
the leader, leader, leader. Follow
The stew pot is what others call a chat room.
the leader, leader.
But on kevinstew.com, it's a stew pot. It's because we're fancy over here.
The leader. And freeze.
It's where we are interactive and we keep things bubbling. We only ask that you keep things respectful. But we do invite you to come with an open mind and share your views. Because on kevinstew.com, we encourage you to have acceptance through enlightenment. Alright, Tatiana. Well, Mark, I think you're outnumbered. The vote is in, and it's an election year. You need to change your name to M Trouble, not MJ. The people have spoken. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm sorry. Pressing wrong keys here on kevinstew.com. Sorry. Okay, so it's Veterans Day, and I want to be. It's the end of the day here on the East Coast in the United States, and as a result, I pretty much get to have the final Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. Radical fancy. Trendsetter. That's right. So, y'all derailed my train of thought. I was saying, with this being the East Coast of the United States, over here, I fortunately, on these platforms, get to be the last one to say happy Veterans Day to the veterans. And I'm also fortunate enough to have two of my segment sponsors being veterans. And I thank you for your service and your continued service because you both continue to serve the community in your various ways. And we'll get to the recognition in the specific recognition in those segments. But still, I get to say Happy Veterans Day for those of you all over and other parts of the world logged in on Reggae Global Radio. This is, if you're new to it, this is the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. It happens every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday it's community and finance. Tuesday it's healthy love, and Wednesday it's real talk. Also known as Marlon's favorite night shift show. Yeah, even Marlon has his favorite. So it's where we talk more, toss in a bit of music here and there, and then close out the evening or close out the night with musical therapy. So there's a segment for music itself, but that comes towards the end of the broadcast. All right? So for those of you who don't know, now you know. Tonight we're talking about Veterans Day. And many really don't know what Veterans Day is. They just know it's a holiday. Believe it or not. It is a well-known American holiday. But there are also a few misconceptions about it. Like, one, how it is spelled, or whom exactly it celebrates. And what we're going to do is clear up some of those things tonight. Those of you over there on Facebook Live, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, cuz. So, first of all, Veterans Day does not have an apostrophe. I think in one of my posts, I may have put an apostrophe. Yeah. So it is not an apostrophe at the end of the S. There's not an apostrophe between the N and the S. It's just veterans, celebrating all veterans. And a lot of people think it's one or the other. But that is wrong. The holiday is not a day that belongs to one veteran or multiple veterans. It's a day for honoring all veterans. So there's no apostrophe that is needed. We get that out the way first off, right off the bat. All right? Veterans Day is not the same as Memorial Day. That's another thing that people tend to mix up. A lot of Americans get it confused. And it can be a little bit annoying to all the living veterans out there when the 2 days are mixed up. Memorial Day is a time to remember those who gave their lives for their country, particularly in battle or from wounds they suffered in battle. And some of those wounds are not visible. They're not physical wounds. Some of those wounds are mental wounds. So you want to keep that in mind. But Veterans Day honors all those who have served the country in war or peace, dead or alive. Although it's largely intended to thank living veterans for their sacrifices. So that's another misconception that needed to be cleared up. It was originally called Armistice Day, commemorating the end of World War I. Now, World War I officially ended when the Treaty of Versailles, that's because it's Spanish, isn't it? Yeah. The Treaty of Versailles was signed on June 28th, 1919. However, the fighting ended about 7 months before that, when the Allies and Germany put into effect an armistice on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. For that reason, November 11, 1918 was largely considered the end of the war to end all wars, and dubbed Armistice Day. In 1926, Congress officially recognized it as the end of the war, and in 1938 it became an official holiday, primarily a day set aside to honor veterans of World War I. Here's the thing though. The wars didn't stop with World War One, because then World War Two happened, and the Korean War happened. So, on June 1, 1954, at the urging of veteran service organizations, Congress amended the commemoration yet again by changing the word armistice to veterans. So the day would honor American veterans of all wars. Y'all with me thus far? Okay, cool. Now for a while, Veterans Day was changed also. And typically what happens in the United States when the government gets involved and tries to put their mark on something, everybody gets confused. It's just one of those things that happen. Congress signed the Uniform Holiday Bill in 1968 to ensure that a few federal holidays, Veterans Day included, would be celebrated on a Monday. Officials hoped it would spur travel and other family activities over a long weekend, which would stimulate the economy. Now, again, a lot of what is done by politicians involves the pocket. And so, Veterans Day was made on a Monday to encourage weekend travel for the stimulation of the money and the tickling of the pocket. Yeah? Cool. For some inexplicable reason, the bill set Veterans Day commemorations for the fourth Monday of every October. On October 25th, 1971, and I can see where the confusion would come about, the first Veterans Day under this new bill was held. Now, we're not sure why it took 3 years before it was implemented. Again, government office, things take a while to get done in the government. But not surprisingly, there was a lot of confusion about the change. And many states were actually unhappy about it, choosing to continue to recognize the day as they previously had in November. Well, November is a good month. Within a few years, it became pretty apparent that most US citizens wanted to celebrate Veterans Day on November 11, since it was a matter of historic and patriotic significance. So, on September 20, 1975, President Gerald Ford signed another law, Public Law 94-97, which returned the annual observance to its original date starting in 1978. Again, you're talking about a 3-year span. Why? Who knows? Just because that's how the government operates. Now, other countries also celebrate Veterans Day in their own ways. And that is one of the reasons why I didn't just point it towards the United States. World War I was a multinational effort. So it makes sense that our allies also wanted to celebrate their veterans on November 11th. The name of the day and the types of commemorations actually differed, though. Canada and Australia both call November 11 Remembrance Day. Canada's observance is pretty similar to that in the United States, except many of its citizens wear a red poppy flower to honor their war dead. In Australia, the day is more akin to our Memorial Day, and or being that celebrated here in the United States. Great Britain also calls it Remembrance Day, but observes it on the Sunday closest to November 11, with parades, services, and 2 minutes of silence in London to honor those who lost their lives in war. Now, if that isn't a celebration of veterans all over the world in their own little way, then I don't know what is. You know, it's good to recognize our veterans. It's better to know why you're recognizing them. A lot of our children, a lot of our even the adults don't really know how to celebrate Veterans Day, what Veterans Day is all about. And I feel honored that I know some veterans, that I have heard some of the stories, some of the training stories, some of the stories, some of the traumatic stories, some of the victory stories, you know, because they all help with letting us understand how it is that why people do some of the things that they do. It helps us to understand how to relate to others better. When we think about veterans, we need to not just think of those who have served and passed away. Those that have served and are still living today are still veterans, and they have something to teach. So if you get the opportunity to interact with a veteran, take it and treasure it. Yes, Fancy. I tend to do just a little bit of research while doing this when I do this broadcast. Hey Brenda, hey Jason, welcome. So for those of you just joining in, we're celebrating veterans today, and yeah, thank you, Marlon. I don't know why people don't think that I take a little bit of time to find some information before I present it. And I truly appreciate love my veterans. You know, those this coming Monday, it would have been this past Monday, but because of a family emergency, he could not have made it. This coming Monday, Officer Chancy Sims of the Lauderhill Police Department will be joining us, talking about at the end of Incident Awareness Week, he'll be letting us know what is involved in investigating the auto accident. We already looked at investigating the crime scene. Now we're looking at investigating the auto accident scene. And he is a veteran, but is still serving by being a police officer. So he's an army vet and is now serving as a police officer. So he's a veteran twice over. Yeah? So when you get a chance to interact with our veterans, respect that moment and honor that moment also. Cool? We're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we recognize one of our two veterans that also is a sponsor of the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. We're going to take a quick little break. We'll be right back. Those of you on Facebook Live, I encourage you to jump on over, follow the link, kevinstew.com, jump into the stew pot, and let's keep things bubbling. Yeah? Cool. We'll be right back.
Media Group, innovative streaming and recording, has done it again. A new way to get your business in full view of your neighborhood consumer through AdShare TV. It's available in your neighborhood today. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. Become a host today and place a TV monitor in a strategic location so it's easy to see. Get a 1-minute video ad or longer that plays anywhere in our network. Can't be a host? No problem. For a few dollars, we'll run your 30-second video ad. A host can run announcement specials like buy one get one free or discount ads. Let's turn your flyers into a 30-second video with music or a voiceover, or let us create and run your video ad with a spokesperson. Take advantage of our early enrollment discount. Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Pulse Media Group.
Imagine having our own Caribbean Center.
Imagine a museum highlighting our history and the contributions of Caribbean people to the world.
Imagine being able to visit and learn about the islands we call home.
In a place where our kids can see and feel their cultural heritage. You can make this vision come to life.
Help us create this first of its kind space
that all Caribbean people can be proud of. Your contribution to Island Space Caribbean Museum will help this dream come true.
Visit islandspacefl.org/GoFundMe.
Visit islandspacefl.org/GoFundMe.
Visit islandspacefl.org/GoFundMe and donate today.
It takes an entire village to raise a child. Hello, I'm Paul Campbell, here to talk about Palace. Peace and Love Academic Scholarship. This non-profit group supports students facing serious obstacles from entering or continuing their studies, not because the grades are failing, but due to the lack of financial support.
Over the past 8 years, Palace has awarded 600 scholarships valued at approximately 50.3 million Jamaican dollars, or $415,000 US.
Together, we must build a better future for our children. Please visit www.palace1.org and make your donation to brighten the future of a deserving child. Palace, preserving young minds for posterity.
Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind, and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com. Your links to worship and praise.
Hey yo, this is Carman to let you know that right about now you are logged on to DJ Kevin Stew on the night shift. Don't.
Hey DJ, I love when you play my song. Oh, of course I love when you play my song. Hey DJ, when I go to the beach I hear, when I go to the
recognition of one of our artists who is a veteran. This is Mason Di Emperor, a track called Hey DJ.
True, you just don't know. When I listen to the radio, they play it on all the top shows. Even when I go for a ride, I hear it from the soundman on the roadside. It's a divine feeling to know you love the vibe. It's you who makes it possible. The strength you give is phenomenal. All this song I want to thank you now. Ooh, it feels so good to know the people feel so good.
No, Mason, as the DJ, I want to thank you. Thank you for your service. I want to welcome you all back to the broadcast. Don't worry, I'll pull it up for you. Welcome, those of you just joining in. Those of you who are here, call a friend, tell a friend, and welcome back. In the background, the sound of Mason Di Emperor, who is a veteran, as we recognize veterans today. But I do want to say thank you to Althea and her Healing Heavenly Hands for sponsoring this segment of the broadcast. Althea Essue is a licensed massage therapist. She comes to you, she brings her table, she has her oils. But she only comes to you if you're in Broad County, North Miami-Dade and South Palm Beach counties. So give her a call, 954-655-9000. Or email her at thealater@att.net.
When the vibe starts to kick in, or when the song is about to end, you say pull it on up, pull it on up.
But as we mentioned Althea as a segment sponsor, we also want to say thank you for your service. Those of you watching on kevinstew.com, here's a picture of Althea wearing her uniform. Now, just so that you know, she took that picture today, Veterans Day 2020. And this is a uniform that she wore 35 years ago when she served in the US military. Yeah, you heard me right. 35 years ago.
Hey DJ, I love when you play my song.
Althea, thank you for your service.
I love when you play my song. Hey DJ, when I go to the beach, I hear. When I go to the dance, I hear. When I reach in the club, I hear the DJ spin it to pull it up for more. I hold a pretty lady, she's whining and a rolling, oh baby. The place is getting hot, she's looking sexy. Oh, the vibe is right now. It's you who makes it possible.
No, Mason, she can't reach Japan unless you go send for her.
It's phenomenal. On this song, I want to thank you now. Because of you, I have a link to the people. Go on and play. I love it when you play my songs. You've got to
Yes, in honor of you, veterans.
play my song.
It's a tune from a veteran.
Oh, yes, I do. When you play my song. Oh, la 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 la. When you play my song. It's the joy that I'm feeling. True, you just don't know. When I listen to the radio, they play it on all the top shows. Even when I go for a ride, I hear it from the soundman on the roadside. It's a divine feeling to know you love the vibe. It's you who makes it impossible. The strength you give is phenomenal. All this song I want to thank you now. Ooh, it feels so good to know the people feel so good. Go on and play. I love when you play my song. Oh,
Much love, Mason.
I love it when you play my song.
And we get a special treat. Hello.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, we know this voice. Tonight we get to recognize her specialist.
What am I gonna do with you?
You could give me a massage for starters.
Done. What else am I gonna do with you?
Well, you know, we can talk about that while you give it a massage.
Okay, also done.
I do want to thank you, though, all fun and joke aside, for a moment.
Definitely.
For a moment. Thank you for your service. Ladies and gentlemen, Althea Essue, the sponsor for this segment of the broadcast, also massage therapist extraordinaire, former Army soldier, U.S. Army soldier, specialist.
You know, I just want to say thank you. Because if it weren't for you, sometimes I would forget of some of the things that I have done, that I'm doing, that some of the skills that I still have. And I'm like, yeah, I did all of that.
Yeah, you did.
Thank you. And let me not take away from anything that's going on tonight, but I want to thank all of my fellow veterans for their service, for their commitment, you know, in protecting the integrity and the honor of this country. It may not be what we want it to be sometimes, but as when we take that oath, I don't think we just say the words just to say it. But at least I know when I took my oath in 1985.
Jeez, 85.
Yeah.
This is a uniform that you wore back in the 80s.
Yeah, listen, I did not want to go to college right after high school. So I thought, I'll show my parents. I am going to enlist in the military. Had no idea what I was in store for.
And look at you now.
I can honestly say that decision is the person you're looking at today.
Well, you mean the massage therapist?
That's one of them. But, you know, it just opened up possibilities that I never thought were within me.
Yes.
The discipline alone was worth it. And
Mason Emperor is saying that he took his oath in 88.
So not too far behind me.
Nah, not at all.
You know, but for those out there who are listening and wondering, is the military right for me? Nobody can answer that but themselves. They just have to do their research, see what's in store for them, and take it from there. Because, like I said, when I left high school, I was sick of being the straight A student, of doing this work and that work. And Yes, I am. I was a straight A student all throughout high school.
Show off. But it's okay.
Again, yes, I am. But no, seriously. I did not want to go to college for two reasons. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And if I opened up another textbook, I probably was going to pull my hair out. But I needed to get away from home to have a different experience. And I went and took the entrance exam just to get out of class for a few hours.
Yeah.
Not knowing that they were going to call me back. And literally when I went and enlisted, I was over 18 because my birthday's at the beginning of the year. When I turned 18, before I graduated high school, I didn't need my parents' permission.
Right.
So I literally sneaked out, had a recruiter pick me up at 5 a.m., went to the recruiting station, then took me to Miami to do my physical, to do everything. I signed and I enlisted, and then I went home and go, oh, Mommy, Daddy, I joined the Army. Now, for those of you who are listening who know my mother, at my age, she still thinks, she still doesn't think I'm an adult. So imagine at 18, I am going, oh, by the way, Mommy, I joined the Army. Oh, no, you're not. You're not going anywhere. But at that point, it was already a done deal.
Yeah, you belong to the U.S. government at that point.
I belong to no one. But I was committed because I signed a contract.
There you go.
So it was a decision that to this day I do not regret.
Nice.
You know, and that picture that you had up, I was like, wow. I still look good.
I must say, yeah, let me put it up again for those hey, everybody go to kevinstew.com right now and you'll see this picture of Althea in her uniform looking sharp. And this was a picture today of a uniform that she had from 35 years ago. I can't even stop.
Yes. So for those stew potters and whoever has been following you over the years for the different times that you've had me on, I took this picture for two reasons. And this is in no particular order. One of the reasons is to celebrate Veterans Day, and I am proud, very proud of my service.
Yes.
The second reason is to celebrate the fact that 35 years ago, I was fitting into this exact uniform. And for those of you who may be thinking that I got a new uniform and whatever, or I got something new that I put on today, no. You have my word that this uniform is what I was issued in, I'm going to go back and say, so I enlisted, I went through basic training, August, September, and October, November of 1985. Because this is the jacket that I wore at my graduation from basic training in 1985. It still has, I have not taken off, I had it dry cleaned by a friend of mine. I have not taken off any of my insignias, any of my medals. It is still in the same place that I remember my drill sergeant putting those medals on me the morning of graduation. And because it had to be placed in a specific place,
Yes.
I have not touched it since. It has my name. It has my... On the right-hand side, it has my name, and on the left-hand side, it has... Lord, I can't remember what it's called right now, but it's right above the medals, the 2 medals that I achieved
The
at
bar?
that time. And one is for, that bar. There's a special name for that bar, but for the life of me, I cannot remember right now. But the bar above symbolizes that I completed basic training, and the 2 medals below that are my medals for rifle and for firing an M16 and an M60 machine gun. And the other one is I successfully completed the hand grenade course.
Mm.
So if you mess with me, if I can't shoot you, I'm going to blow you up.
You know what? I can't. I just can't.
You don't have to.
If we're nice, we get a massage. But if we mess with you, we get shot or blown up. Boy,
You know what? I didn't think about it that way, but thank you for putting it in perspective.
You play rough, boy. That's all I can say. You play rough.
No, I don't.
But
this doesn't sound like the voice of a rough person.
Here we go. But I do thank you for your service, for real. And
You're
for
very
that little bit of information. Now, because a bunch of you guys over there on Reggae Global Radio are new to the night shift, I've had Althea on talking finance, because she did banking for another long
30 plus years.
So she did banking.
I was 5 years old when I started.
Right. So she informed us. She has given us information on finance. Just a few weeks ago, both her and Joanna Marie were on my health show talking about pain management. Althea has been on talking about PTSD. So many things that you have shared with us about here on the night shift. And tonight also, we get to honor you in as a veteran and much respect. You know, Mason, I think that is you as 978 hailing from Japan in the stew pot right now. Mason, 773-789 stew. 773-789-7839. You can WhatsApp call me. WhatsApp call that number. Right? Althea, thank you very much. I'm going to clear the line so that Mason can call in. I want Mason. I don't need to thank him personally. I need Mason to call in. Mason. 773-789
and whoever else is out there listening, guys, this is an honor. And yes, you see posts and I've seen things all over social media all day.
Mm-hmm.
But this is an opportunity where you get to call in and, just express to the Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew and all the affiliates that thank you from the bottom of my heart for, acknowledging us, acknowledging the importance of what we what we're still doing.
Mm-hmm.
Because just because I'm not enlisted in the military anymore doesn't mean that I'm not still serving.
Right.
And that's one of the things that I have taken away from my time in the military is that even though your contract ends with the United States government, it has instilled in you an attitude of gratitude, and you will forever be in a service mode where you are put in positions, not by choice, But it just seems to happen that because of what has been instilled in you, wherever you go, and you see the need for service,
Yep, you step
you're
right
going to
in.
you're just going to automatically step in
Yeah.
and do what needs to be done. So I thank you for recognizing us.
Oh, definitely. It'd be crazy if I didn't. And again, thank you. And thank you for being a long time loyal supporter of the night shift. Thank you, thank you,
You
thank
know,
you.
and one thing before I go, one more thing, I promise. This is the last thing before I go. A lot of people who reached out to me today, whether it's through text messages on social media or however, expressing their gratitude,
Yes.
my response to them was, I protected you before I knew I was protecting you.
Mm.
And don't ask me where that came from. It's just something that, as I was responding to my first message this morning at, I think, 6:30, one of my coworkers sent me a personal text message. And blurry eyes and everything, that is what I typed to her, not knowing what it meant. And after I went back and I read it, I'm like, oh my goodness, 35 years ago, I was protecting people.
Way before you knew them.
Way before I knew them. And that is how that message came in. And that is just exactly what I've been sending out to people all day, whether they were born back then or whether they were born afterwards.
That's right.
So
Thank you.
I protected you before I knew I was protecting you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure. Good night, and I can get back to enjoying the rest of the show because I got my 2 cents in.
Oh, there's more that we can get from you. There's a lot more that we can get from you. But I want to squeeze
you
in
know where to
Mason.
find me. But I want to give somebody else the opportunity to express their gratitude and to share their story.
All right. Let me see if I can squeeze Mason in here.
Yes, sir. I'll be listening.
All right. Thank you,
All right.
Althea.
Good night. My pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, Althea Essue, licensed massage therapist extraordinaire and veteran. Mason, don't pressure me, don't pressure me, don't pressure me. Listen. Let me see if I can get Mason on this line.
Blessing, brother. Blessing.
Hey, Mason, much respect. Thank you for your service, sir.
Give her thanks, brother. Give her thanks.
Boy, I didn't...
That's a long time with a link up.
Yeah. No worry yourself, man. Don't even worry about the link up. That link up is a different link up and that one will come. But this one is in honor of you and your service. Much respect.
Give her thanks.
What was it like when you joined the military? And this was the U.S. Army, right?
No, I was Navy.
Oh, you were Navy. Cool.
Yeah, we're the elite. I'm just I give Althea some trouble still.
Listen, if you come Florida and you want a massage, I don't think she'll forget. So I don't know.
It's funny when I talk about service. I'm actually sitting in Japan on an Air Force base at the moment.
Wow.
Dealing with some business.
Yeah.
I do business still with the DOD, the Department of Defense.
Yes.
That's a separate business of my own.
Right.
That I do. So I my separate company from entertainment.
Right.
Yeah, man. So I'm actually sitting on an Air Force base right now, in what they call Fusa. It's Yokota Air Base in Japan.
Nice. So you still...
Nobody know they're on the base right now. They must celebrate them time off still.
Yeah, but you're still providing the service. You're still doing service. And this was the last thing that Althea just said. You know, even after coming out of the military, you still find a way to provide service to those who need it in various capacities. And although you're providing entertainment to us on one hand, you're helping to protect us on another.
Right. Respect.
And
respect for taking the time to even notice, because I'll be honest, you know, there are so many, you know, even in the entertainment business, I often note this to some, you know, because, you know, like even my band and, you know, those who might engineer or do certain things, DJs like yourself, which is why I wrote the song, Hey DJ, I love it, you know, because oftentimes both service as in the military as well as an entertainer, they're thankless. You know, people don't take the time to really recognize it's not easy work. You know, it is work.
Yeah.
You know, it's a real job. You know, artists, you're not just you know, if you're going to be a great artist, that is, you have to do, you know, put in work to, you know, perfect your craft.
Right.
And no different from service. You know, you're not just there and sit down and, you know, there are things that you have to do. And at times we have to go to war. Myself, I was in Desert Storm, you know. But, yeah, man.
Much respect.
So, you know, you have to put in the work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, and give her thanks for recognizing and you know, taking the time out.
No, man, it's my honor. It is my honor and privilege that I can.
And also,
give
if
that
I may,
time.
let me just say real quick, you know, respect to everyone who's listening in, you know, on your program. You know, love to everyone, you know, and those who are supporting the mission and you know, in every capacity, entertainment, military service, everything, life, love, you know, all of that. That's it. Yeah, man.
Okay, see, now, message in the stew pot. Whenever you're in South Florida, whether Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, my service is to relax you with my gift. That is...
Cool, man.
So...
That must Althea.
I must. It can't be anybody else. And you know... and listen, trust and believe. I need to give a round of applause. For real. Thank you. Yeah, man. Still providing service, for real. Big ups.
Doing
big
what
ups.
we can, you know?
Yeah, man. Hey, listen. I have one more sponsor to this show, to this broadcast, that I'm going to recognize before the evening is out. And I don't know if I'll be able to get him on the phone. I'll try. But when I say, I've said it before on my Earth Date show.
You there?
You hearing me? You hearing me? I think I just lost Mason. He's calling back. Cool. Yeah, Mason.
Not sure what happened. We got cut off, yeah.
Yeah. I said it on my Earth Date broadcast. If my life depended on it, and there's one person alone that I could call, it would be him.
Okay.
And he's an army veteran also, and a sponsor of my broadcast. And much respect to him. And I'm going to get to him a little bit later on. But right now, in this very moment, as those in the Reggae Global Radio chat room are bigging you up and saying thank you and offering their hand in marriage and I don't know what else, probably their firstborn. I don't know if anybody offered it.
Me don't know who, because Sarah said marriage, but what to Tatiana now?
Well, Tatiana...
Because Tatiana first asked me for marry her, you know, so I don't know what I'm going.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if anybody offer any of them firstborn or anything like that.
Pablo have to go take care of the chat room, man. Him not do him job, man. You have to go get things in order, no brother. And Mark, cool yourself, no brother. Lord Joanna. Holy Bajama go on and Reggae Global into our radio chat room, you know. They love the mix up.
See, Althea is saying that she did support service. You know, I don't know what is going on. Why I lost Mason again. It has to be the WhatsApp connection. It has to be the WhatsApp
Yeah,
connection.
man, they keep drop. But the vibe, the
Yeah.
vibe's too nice. They want to cut the thing.
Yeah. Althea saying that she served in Desert Storm in a support capacity from
Okay, all right.
on stateside. So you both served in Desert Storm. You were over there in the Navy. She was support staff from the stateside in the Army.
Give her thanks. Give her thanks
You know.
for the support to all who were involved. And
Oh
people
yes.
still know.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. I was actually in the 7th Fleet over there, in the mix-up.
Yes.
Yeah, man, from Japan. I've actually been over in Japan for 30 plus years.
So, it's Japan you live?
Yeah, man, Japan. Well, I can't say Japan alone. I rest between Japan and Jamaica. Call it say half of the year Jamaica, half of the year Japan. But for the past 30 plus years, I've actually been living in Japan. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Boy, we're learning some things about you that we didn't plan to learn tonight,
That man said, I wonder if it's all right. I'm going to ask Joanna if it's all right for me to hold this interview, because she's supposed to take care of the interview,
Listen,
interview them,
This, first of all,
out, man. You can't do them something,
First of all, let me tell you this, and if anybody else that is listening, first of all, I do not do interviews. That is the first thing. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's
first
how we do
thing.
it too. When I said interview.
Right.
We misspoke.
Yeah.
Man.
So anybody else
reasoning.
that you talk to on the radio, it might be an interview.
Yeah.
When you reason with me, no, we have dialogue, sir. We don't.
No, we don't do no interviews.
No,
no interviews.
because I'm not questioning you like that.
Cool, man.
We're having dialogue, so we're sharing with each other.
Yes, sir.
And
I love the vibes too,
much love, man. Much love. And so I think we can get away with it, but I'm not going to push it.
Me not see Joanna in the chat room. I say no.
Listen,
so everything all right.
Hey, don't believe that because we don't see her, don't mean that she not there.
All right. Of course she are listening. She not miss nothing,
Right.
She not miss nothing.
So.
Cause she not sleep. Yeah, man. She not sleep none at all.
Team no sleep, big up the sharp boss.
You see it? Yeah, man. Yeah, all right. Now see, when you reason with me, you have to big up the two short boss, Because it's short boss Joanna Marie and you have short boss Webb. That's my brother and my music producer. You see?
Yeah. Blessings, Webb, blessings.
Yeah, the short boss them.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir.
So, much respect, Mason. And again, as a veteran, thank you for your service and your continued service. Because, as you have just let us know, it hasn't stopped.
No, sir. It won't stop. Can't stop.
There we go. And
all right, sir.
And the music shot. Can I tell you?
Give her thanks. And I just want to point out something else. I heard earlier on a commercial, Palace.
Yeah.
And then while we're talking about, serving.
Yeah.
That is another service. I work with Palace when I can. So just everyone remember, Peace and Love Academic Scholarship. That's for the youths.
Yep.
For the education. So we have to, I don't want to do commercials, but it's for a good thing.
It's for a worthy cause.
Keep that in mind as well. We have to always do what we can, to support our future and the youths, of course.
Of course. And you might have heard me mention MJ earlier in the broadcast. Melissa Jane is actually, she was instrumental in the Palace Telethon getting started.
All right.
And I had been a part of the Palace Telethon for the past, 3 years?
Yeah, man, okay. About the same time I started working with them. And I actually know, it was Musical Genius who first
Genius.
About Palace. And then, of course, Ruler Brown.
Ruler Brown,
yes. Lady Song. Yeah, man.
That is Melissa Jane.
Work with all of them. Yeah, man. Lady Song, Melissa Jane. Yeah, man. You know all of them. And I was actually there when we did the presentation in 2018. That was the last one they were able to do.
That was one in...
Was it 2018 or 19?
Pegasus? Jamaica Pegasus? Was it?
Yeah, man, Pegasus.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They actually allowed me to present one, which was a very big honor.
Yeah. And see, just so that people understand, this falls under the umbrella of service. Because the people that Palace cater to are students trying to get through finish up their education, and they don't have the means to do it. So when you contribute to Palace, the funds that you raise, the scholarships that you create, it goes directly to the institution. It doesn't even go to the student.
Correct.
It goes to the institution to cover whether it be tuition, books, or housing, depending on the institution and the need.
As well as other things, computers and things too,
Yeah.
that have been purchased for facilities and things. And that is the thing. That's key. It's key that that the funds, the donations are not just used frivolously or given to just anyone. They're given to the institutions.
Right.
So they ensure that they're used correctly.
Yeah.
What they're supposed to be used for. So.
Right.
Yeah, man.
So the man
And
just
I'm hoping
keeps
that
on.
things start to build up again.
You just keep on serving, boy. Much respect.
Lose it again. Lose the connection.
No. You there? Boy, oh boy, this. I know is what, I know is what. I know exactly is what.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
No, I know is what. When the screen goes, it loses a connection with. I can still hear you, but you don't hear me.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. All right. I see what I'm going.
So yeah.
Yeah, man. So.
Right. So yeah, the service continues, and it looks different, but at the end of the day, it is service nonetheless.
Nonetheless, yes.
And you provide service because your entertainment is a service too,
Mm-hmm.
Because let me tell you, when that kick drop on conversations, boy.
Boy, yeah, maybe say talk about Ed, man. Ed Robinson. I mean, talk about the kick.
Yo. But Ed talks about the kick, and he talks about the work that you put in. You mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, man.
And you do put in the work. And
do it best. It's funny yesterday because you use the word service, and I'll tell you, I prefer to think of it as sharing the love.
Yeah.
It's all love to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And here it is, Althea again. I make annual contributions to Palace. I keep paying it forward. You see, so many things that y'all have in common. I wonder if we don't relate.
Yeah, man. You never know.
I wonder if the two of you related. Boy.
Could be.
Some,
yeah, man. You never know. We're a small.
Some cousin twice or 3 times removed or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, service on top of service on top of service. And I won't even talk about my service because my service don't stop.
Yeah, man, it's a big service. Yeah, as we say, we have to give thanks to you for sharing the love yourself as well.
Well, you met the request. Hey, DJ, can you? Yeah,
man.
Yes, I can. And not only can I, but I will. And I do.
All right. Give a thanks, brother, every time.
Some people in the RGR chat say, boy, they don't know that Mason tune. Don't worry yourself. You'll hear many Mason tunes. Stick and stay with RGR. Yeah, don't stray from Reggae Global. We have people like this. Tunes will come and you will hear them over a period of time. Just stick and stay. Look him up. Buy the music.
Remember that's Reggae Global Radio, but my family is actually Reggae Global Entertainment. My management is Joanna Marie. And I remind Mark, Lord Joanna, she's too busy, man. She don't have time for you.
And you mentioned that your management is, and there she is in the Reggae Global chat.
I see she just texts. Yeah, man.
You see, you must take time call her name because she appears.
You see it too, you see it.
Just so that people recognize and know, this segment of the broadcast is brought to you by Reggae Global Entertainment. Reggae Global Entertainment will act as your booking agent, take care of your tour management, handle your copyright, your publishing, your trademarks, your business registration, legal referrals, music production, marketing and promotion, and very few artists being managed by Reggae Global Entertainment. Give them a call, 954-998-8034. That's 954-998, 8034, or check them out at reggaeglobalentertainment.com. Thank you, Reggae Global Entertainment. You know, just so that people understand and know. The service goes on and around in many different ways. And on the night shift, on Reggae Global, Pulse Media Group, anything that I'm affiliated with, there's an aspect of service to it. WGLRO, that broadcast my Monday and Tuesday show, also, the person that is behind WGLRO is also a veteran, an Army veteran who served in Vietnam. Lie. His brother served in Vietnam. I lie. His brother served in Vietnam.
Okay, my father was actually in the Army in Vietnam, so just wanted to, when I said when I dissed the Army, you see.
Yeah. But, you know, Donnie Walker is also a veteran, an Army veteran. Yeah. So big ups to WGLRO and Donnie Walker.
You know?
Yes, and you all continue to provide service to the community in various ways. Yeah, each and every one of you. And that's the amazing thing about the veterans. And this is why I say, if people have the opportunity to sit with a veteran, not only are you to respect that moment, but you're to honor that moment and listen, because you guys have so much to share. You have so much knowledge to impart. If it's even the experience of training, just basic training, there's so much to be learned from that.
Sure.
The discipline that you guys come out with is phenomenal. Althea has a nephew that joined the military because he saw her in uniform. And he went on to be a helicopter pilot, a helicopter mechanic. He flew medevac, an Army helicopter pilot who now flies commercial airline.
See that?
But still very much involved in service.
You know, I'm glad you say that also, Kevin, because, you know, oftentimes people find out that I was in the service, you know, because I'm not one who goes around and say I'm in the service. I was in the service.
Right.
But oftentimes people will ask, you know, about the service, which branch to join and all of those things, and whether or not it's good to be in the service and things like that. One thing that I will always say to anyone who joins the service, or even if you're in the service, don't do it without a plan. Always have a plan, because, you know, the service itself, the program itself is a good program. Yes. You have some people in the service that are not necessarily so great, but the program itself is a great program as long as you have a plan.
Right.
Utilize it. You know what I'm saying? As you said, he went in, he became a pilot, and he is now out of the service, but still a pilot. Have a plan. You know, when you go in, have a plan to utilize what it is you're doing in the service when you leave the service.
Right.
Because far too often people go in without a plan, and then they come out of the service and have no idea what they're going to do with their lives.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man, have a plan.
Right.
Get an education while you're in the service as well, because it's there. It's for you. And, and
it's available.
Free to an extent. You know?
Yeah. Capitalize on it when you can, for real.
Exactly.
And know the benefits that are available to you, because there are some benefits that are available. I don't know if I'll get a chance to touch on those before I get into musical therapy a little bit later on. But there are some benefits that are available to veterans and family members of veterans, depending on the type of relation that you have. Yeah. So,
True.
And yes, okay. So I didn't say the major part. So he's a commercial pilot for a major airline.
All right. Yeah, make sure you put that in there. You know, that's almost always a given though when you say commercial.
Almost always, yeah. But
Yeah,
you know,
but all right, don't left nothing else, you know.
right.
That's
So
like saying, Kevin, we're out the stool.
exactly, you know, it's just not the same.
No, it not work. It can't work. Yeah, man. You see it.
But Mason, much respect, sir. Thank you for
Every time, brother.
calling in and sharing with us.
Give a thanks
We'll
to God, man.
set up a time for just you
Yes, sir.
later on.
Yeah, man. You see Joanna listening, so she don't have it locked in her. You don't know.
Listen,
You don't miss nothing.
leave it to Joanna. She'll just say, "Okay, whenever you're ready, Kevin."
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have missed nothing.
Right?
You
But
reached the calendar already.
yeah, she probably already looking at it to see how she going to
Yeah, man.
work it, and yeah, we know, Joanna, we know how you work.
All right, you see it. So,
Listen,
yeah, man. Just as we close out, just love to everyone, and especially
yeah,
to
man.
you, Kevin, every time.
Much love, Mason. All right, blessings. Thank you again,
Bless. Every time.
ladies and gentlemen. Mason the Emperor, and you know, let me bounce this again. Let me bounce it again because some of you probably didn't hear it. Some of you don't know it. It's called Hey DJ. It's not the tune that we're pushing right now. But understand that the artist has material out there.
She's looking sexy. Oh, the vibe is right now. It's you who makes it possible. The strength you give is phenomenal. On this song, I want to thank you now. Because of you, I have a link to the people. On the roadside, it's a divine feeling to know you love the vibe. It's you who makes it possible. The strength you give is phenomenal. On this song, I want to thank you now. Ooh, it feels so good. The people feel so good. Go on and play it. I love it when you play my song. Oh, I really.
Apparently, being a veteran has some privileges.
My song. I want you to know. When you play my song. Oh, la 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 la. When you play my song. And I can't forget the people. You're the reason why they wanna play it. You go up to the DJ and tell them play me a tune called Hey DJ. When the vibe starts to kick
The son of Mason Di Emperor, a Navy veteran, the United States Navy. Remember, Conversations in the Dark comes available this Friday, the 13th of November. Now, you heard me mention this guy before, and I got him on the line for just a few minutes to say thank you for your service. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Gary McNeil, GMac himself.
Yeah, man, much respect, bro.
Thank you for your service, brother.
Yeah, man, not a problem. I'll do it again.
There are a few people that are not blood relatives to me that I will quite with no reservation and a whole lot of pride call brother. This man here, you heard me talk about him in my Earth Date celebrations, and I have plans to bring him back on for my Thanksgiving show. But for tonight, Gary, I want to thank you for your service. Ladies and gentlemen, just so that you understand what I'm talking about, look at the screen. Look at the screen. You will see a few pictures of relating to GMac, a Kosovo veteran. You'll see the 3 stripes on his uniform sleeve. Which means that the man had a rank.
I paid my dues.
I want y'all to understand, Mason the Emperor just told us about joining the Navy and even still today providing a service working in Japan. And
nice.
Right now, we just spoke to him from a military base over in Japan. And much respect again, Mason. GMac, thank you for your service. You were in the Army, the U.S. Army, what, 20 years ago?
Yeah, they're about 1998 to 2003. Yeah.
Right. So, and just so that people understand, GMac is a sponsor, and we're still in the Reggae Global segment, but GMac is a sponsor of the night shift. When you joined the military, what was, because Althea came on first and told us about sneaking out while she was signing up in high school and sneaking out and having a recruiter take her and to do her PT, her test, her physical test, and sign up her papers and enlist. What was enlisting like for you?
Well, I started college, and then I realized that I wasn't really ready for college. I wanted to do something else in my life. So instead of wasting time, I joined. So I joined the military at 21. After being in college for a year, and just wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't ready for that. So I decided to go into the military, and it was something I always wanted to do. So yeah, that was it.
What was being in the military like for you?
It was a great learning experience. It sort of was like putting the icing on the cake for me, because growing up with parents that I had was real. They were real disciplined, and so going into the military wasn't really that hard for me.
Yeah.
It was just like adding the icing to the cake. So it was a great experience for me. I got to travel the world and I learned a whole lot. Being around different people, and it was just a great experience for me.
Yeah, I see you in this picture here with former President Bill Clinton.
Yes, a lot of opportunities. I got to meet plenty of different celebrities and high-ranking officials.
But you know,
It's a pleasure.
you're a little bit of a celebrity yourself too. So Joanna Marie bigging you up in the Reggae Global chat room, and
Joanna
with, with exclamations, turn up all caps. Good night, GMac, all caps and exclamations.
Yeah.
I know you over there just smiling away.
Joanna is family, man. It's family.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting because I learned of Joanna through you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So
I can't even remember how that went down, but yeah.
well, it was with you going on tour with Joanna. So whenever you would leave out, you'd let me know when you're leaving out, and you think, all right, we're heading down to South America with Joanna or something, heading out to Joanna. That is how I first heard the name Joanna Marie. And let me tell you all a little bit of something. Gary and I met first on a ball field, and ever since meeting, is like we have become inseparable. When you talk about again family, yeah,
Man, real talk, real talk.
and proof that you don't have to be blood to be family. Joanna said, "Love me some GMac." Well, love ton up can done, boy. But you know, just so that people understand, and let me get this formality out of the way so that people understand. This particular segment of the broadcast is brought to you by GMac Music Solutions. GMac Music Solutions provides sound, light, and stage production services, musical equipment, PA systems, audio engineers, DJs, bands, singers, musicians, and so much more. Check them out, gmacsolutions.com, where you can also do your online shopping. Give them a call, 754-307-GMAC. That's 754-307-4622. GMac Music Solutions. Trust and believe them real. And GMac is on the line right now. Thank you for your sponsorship, and thank you for your service, Gary. Much love.
Appreciate that plug, man. See my Joanna Marie paying you well, man.
It's not a plug, but this is your segment from 11:30 to midnight every night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That is your segment, Bridget. So, you know, Joanna, that has nothing to do with Joanna. That is all you. And one of the things that I can say that I truly respect about you is that when you decide that you're going to give a hand to somebody, is your whole body you're giving.
Yeah, man, absolutely. That's me, man. That's me. All or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that is just a part of the upbringing. Well, yes, I do know it's a part of the upbringing. I do happen to know that. But also with you providing the service where you would have given, well, you actually placed your life on the line in going out defending the liberties of the residents, the citizens of the United States of America and allies. And today, the United States has set aside today to honor and remember what you have done and others like you. Mason that we spoke to earlier, Althea, whom we spoke to earlier. And thank you. I just really call you to tell you thank you for your service. Not even what you have done for me, that comes later on in the month. That will be the last Wednesday in the month. I'm going to call you again to try and understand. Just know. But for tonight, it is thank you for your service to this country and to those who live here and have the opportunity to have certain freedoms in this country. Much respect, GMac.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. Freedom isn't free. Right?
Yes.
I'll leave you with that.
Yes. Yes.
All right, brother. Much respect, man.
Much love, brother.
All right, cool.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. GMac. Understand, you know, people who are affiliated with this broadcast family understand it runs deep. So you might think you're dealing with somebody on the surface level. You might be dealing with somebody 3 or 4 levels down. But whom you target, the person whom you're speaking with at that level, at that surface level, is just relaying certain bits of information to you that was discussed several layers deep. So careful how you tread. Just understand that when it comes to support and service, you're going to get it. And you're going to get it all out. For those veterans who are locked in and tuning in, much love. We truly appreciate what you have done and what you continue to do. As we jump into musical therapy right now, I start off with GMac.
New version to rock the nation. Coming your way. Yeah.
This is Things You Say You Love.
You're gonna lose. Things you say you love. You're gonna lose. Can't last too long. The way you are shaking. Can't last too long. The way you're vibrating. Lose. You're gonna lose. Things you say you love. You're gonna lose. Can't last too long. The way you are flirting. Can't last too long. The things you are doing. That's why I say lose. You're gonna lose. Things you say you love. You're gonna lose.
And DJ Kevin Street, pull up that song, them like it. But
New version
Yeah, man, it bad for real.
to rock the nation.
This is GMac.
Coming your way.
Things You Say You Love.
You're gonna lose. Things you say you love. You're gonna lose. Can't last too long. The way you are shaking. Can't last too long. The way you're vibrating. Lose. You're gonna lose. Things you say you love. You're gonna lose. Can't last too long. The way you are flirting. Can't last too long. The things you are doing. That's why I say lose. You're gonna lose. Things you say you love. You're gonna lose.
I want to tell you something. If you ever hear GMac and Shauna Dazzle, yeah, it hurt you. I call them the Wonder Twins.
You can't last too long, the things you are doing. That's why I say,
For those of you not in the Reggae Global chat room, this is what Joanna Marie just put. GMac is the easiest artist I've ever voiced. A natural talent.
Can't last too long, the way you are shaped. Can't last too long.
To show you how talented,
That's why I say,
how awesome GMac is. When GMac and Shauna Dazzle working together, it's so magical that Mr. Vegas had to say, yo, it's you guys I need to back me up.
things you said you love, you're gonna
Understand.
the bad things that you've done, you're gonna
And if Joanna Marie working with you, you have to have something special.
you said you love, you're gonna
For those of you who didn't believe me, read what Joanna Marie just put in the Reggae Global chat room. This is Hezron working out with Louis Culture.
Then the agreement.
It's called Warrior Heaven.
Born and raised as a soldier, just on of justice. Coming straight from the lineage of King David.
For those of you wondering, Joanna Marie said, I put GMac and Shauna Dazzle together to do supporting vocals for Mr. Vegas, and that is what happened. The rest was history. Magic happened.
Where the streets are paved with gold, milk and honey flowing from the fountains. Then within is there where warriors heaven. I'm a small and I'm always a thing to walk. Where do the warriors go? Is there a place where one man born to defend, ready to give his life for a friend? Is there a warriors heaven? There must be a place for the warriors who broke down the barriers to rest their souls. Must be a place that is warm for the buffalo soldiers coming in from the cold. Must be a place for the brave and the bold, where the unsung hero stories are told. Must be a place where the truths unfold as the billows roll. I read about it from the ancient scroll. Come in at this one, we live where politics steer, and the people of the higher society don't care. While the rapers and the killers of the people them steer. Your justice declare and the place gets repaired. See all of them, they're good things to see you make happen. It hurt me to see your body lay down in a coffin, but all when your bones them rotten. You're gone, but you're never forgotten. And though society offers no better father, no better courage, they say you are a bad man. No, as for me, 1,000 years salute to a true warrior. Somebody tells me, where do the warriors go? Is there a place?
Want to say big ups to Mr. Orville Borrell also. A U.S. Marine veteran. Hey Marlon, are you and Shaggy related? Yeah, man, for those of you who don't know or you don't have that track yet by GMac, John Marie just put the link in Reggae Global chat room. Is there a warrior's heaven though? Is there? This is the sound of dangling. The track is called Paper Soldier.
We not tolerate them bullshit. Find them out, they make we chase them out. Jab on a fire, on a beggar, on a perpetrate the job. None of you spin up like the soldiers. We not tolerate them bullshit.
Yet another talent that has worked with John Marie.
Chase them out, jab on a fire, on a beggar, on a perpetrate.
So Hezron has worked with John Marie. GMac.
Red, black, and green, FBI get
now dangling.
I them assassinate brother Malcolm X. Martin Luther them sell out next. Well at 27 years Mandela hold the faith. Real soldiers not sell out for beat. None of the soldiers can't live. Lion in the Zion, the soldiers can't tame. No. Youths when I fight the soldiers. We not tolerate them bullshit. Find them out, they make we chase them out. Jab on a fire, on a paper, on a perpetrate the job. None of you finna fight the soldiers. We not tolerate them bullshit. Find them out, they make we chase them out.
That's all from you for now, Joanna.
We stay alert on the back of ground. Good Jaja first in the back of plan. Can't shake the feel from Africa. Stand firm as a warrior, we can't carry up. Big up all the revolution is in Africa. Big up all the real warriors in Jamaica. Buffalo soldiers, large up in America. We a soldier, wanna go hold a gun. Now you finna fight the soldiers. We not tolerate them bullshit. Find them out, they make we chase them out. Jab on a fire, on a beggar, on a perpetrate the job. Now you finna fight the soldiers. We not tolerate them bullshit. Find them out, they make we chase them out. Jab on a fire, on a beggar, on a perpetrate the job.
Listen, y'all will learn some more about Gary on the 25th when I do my Thanksgiving show, yeah? My Thanksgiving broadcast. Go on, Mark. Cry and wish. Cry and wish all you want. Those who have served knew that they were not alone. This is SDS.
I won't be afraid.
everything will be okay.
Look how many storms you've already been through. Not one of them ever conquered you.
Some battles you fight on your knees, then you cut and go through. Cut and go through. Cause just by my side, yeah, I won't be afraid, no, of the terror that crawled it by night, nor the arrow by day. Cause just by my side, I won't be afraid, no, of the terror that crawled it by night, nor the arrow by day.
Jah is by your side.
Nor the arrow by day. Yeah, with Jah by my side, I won't be afraid. Of the terror that crawled it by night, nor the arrow by day.
That is all I'll say about that one.
Nothing can conquer. Nothing can conquer. Nothing can conquer. Oh no. Nothing can conquer.
To make the world go round, even though we know it takes hate to make it all tumble down.
This is the sound of Ed Robinson.
That what goes up don't always come back down.
Track called More We Are Together.
When it goes around, we know it's have to come back around.
And if there's one thing our veterans will tell you,
if you're digging one pit,
they've never been alone.
Better you just dig two. And if you're set in one trap,
it's all about teamwork to get through some of the situations that they've been in.
No, things are always never what they seem. No, my reality could sometimes be your dream. Yeah. The more we are together, the happier we shall be. The more we stand together, the stronger we shall be. Yes, the more we are together, the happier we shall be. The more we stand together, the stronger we shall be.
Thank you, 644. It is my pleasure.
Instead of building walls, let's build bridges instead. Instead of fighting wars, let peace go ahead. Today is for you, but tomorrow's for me. Yeah. The light has been shining for you. Don't be so blind to see. Yeah. Things are always never what they seem. No, my reality could sometimes be your dream. The more we are together, the happier.
7 minutes to go before Shine It and DJ Papa Load takes over.
Together, the stronger we shall be. Yes, the more we are together, the happier we shall
I want to thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for sharing. Thank you to the veterans.
The stronger we shall be. This is a warning. Whatever goes around will come back
Thank you, Althea. Thank you, Mason. Thank you, GMac.
Let your walls come tumbling down. This is a warning. 7 times rise and 7 times fall. This is a warning. Rise up your mind, let it stand up tall. Yes, the more we are together, the happier we shall be. The more we stand together, the stronger we shall be.
As we get on out of here, as I close out the night shift week, I just want to encourage y'all to look out for members of your community. And your community is not just the development that you live in, but it spreads far and wide. So those that you pass on the bus, on the plane, on the boat, on the train, whether you walk, ride, or drive, these are members of your community. Do something good for one of them today, because you never know who's going to do something good for you tomorrow. Alright? Cool. This is Bears Hammond.
This world is so unforgiving.
It's called Call to Duty.
Prove it every day. Was a purpose in us living if we're not sure? When a little baby's born, we can guarantee that the little child grows up to be one that we're proud of, one with so much love, one that we can build the future on. It's bitter, yes, it's bitter, needs blessings to dilute. I know, 'cause even the weather is telling the truth. So it rains, so it pours, nature's knocking at our doors. And with all of that, tell me, do we still ignore? Oh no.
Fancy, you're really encouraging you.
Have this magic solution, no remedy or cure. Now every time I think about giving up, this power makes me wanna fight more. Fight for the will of our children. Fight so that we can protect them. Fight so that love can repair it. Fight so that love will prevail it. Fight so that there will be no war. Fight so that no one robs the courage of. Fight for my brothers and my sisters. Those who are drowning in disasters. Oh, fight for the weak and afflicted.
For those of you who are just learning who I am, my name is DJ Kevin Stew. This is how I like to do it to you, for you, and with you every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 10 to midnight.
Fight for a time.
And you get a different flavor on Saturdays on Reggae Global Radio. Always on kevinstew.com.
And it's a color we are people.
Encouraging you to be good as we get into the strong end. But if you can't be good at it. Shinehead comes up at midnight to working out with Papa Lote. And of course, I am back in the air chair on Reggae Global Radio on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. But as we bounce out, we got to go with the kick of the year. This is that veteran that goes by the name Mason Di Emperor. This track will be available this Friday, November 13. It's called Conversations in the Dark.
World sleeping, I'm awake with you. With you. Watch movies that we both already seen. I ain't even looking at the screen, it's true.
This is where I bid you all good morning, good afternoon, good day to you, wherever you are in the world, from right here in South Florida. I say good night.
But in my eyes, you are perfect as you are. I won't ever try to change you. Sunday mornings we sleep into moon. Well, I can sleep forever next to you. Next to you. And we've got places we both got to be. There ain't nothing I would rather do than blow off all my plans for you. And you say that you're not worthy and get hung up on your flaws, but in my eyes you are perfect as you are, as you are. I won't ever try to change you. I will always want the same you. Swear on everything I pray to that I won't break your heart. I'll be there when you get lonely. Keep the secrets that you told me. And your love is all you owe me. And I won't break your heart.
Greetings and salutations, one and all. You're invited to tune in to the Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew. It airs on Mondays with Community and Finance, Tuesdays with Healthy Love, and Wednesdays with Real Talk from 10 p.m. to midnight Eastern Time. Come spend some time interacting in the stew pot where we keep things bubbling and wind down in musical therapy. The Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew is on kevinstew.com, where you're encouraged to have acceptance through enlightenment.